No, didn't miss it. Guess you missed the fact that he only tells lies, and you might have missed the fact that Israel is in control of him. And if you believe in America not being killed, then you know what? Look, you people are obsessed with your hate for Israel. You're so obsessed with your hate for Israel that it has warped your mind. It has warped all of the fake MAGA's minds because they're consumed with it. They're so consumed with Israel that I guess it just completely fell out of their brain about the hostages in the 70s that Iran tortured, the American embassies that Iran blew up, okay? The beheadings they did to journalists and others. I guess that just all fell out of their brain, all of your brains. Your brains have literally just fallen out because you're obsessed with Israel. You've gone too far with this narrative. Because you've gone too far with it, you have become consumed like all of them. So then what we see, I mean real MAGA that is, sees you're not credible anymore because you place your hate for a small country there before everything else. You never once consider that Americans have been killed by Iran, have been killed by Hezbollah, have been killed by ISIS, have been killed by Palestinian, the Palestinian liberation movement back when Yasser Arafat was running. He was the terrorist leader of Palestine. Forgot about the Muslim Brotherhood. Like you have completely forgotten that every single terrorist organization throughout the history of the Middle East is literally funded by Iran that have killed many of our American men and women. But you become so obsessed with AIPAC and Israel that you lose all credibility because then we see, God, you don't even consider Americans. You just kind of throw Americans in there and say, we don't want to see our American men and women go to war. Okay, yeah, well, true loving Americans didn't want to see Iran and all of those terrorist organizations kill many of our people, and it had nothing to do with Israel. See, you stand with them. And do you know how Iran, how they see us? They see us as the little devil and Israel as the big devil. The big Satan and the little Satan. So that's how you see us. You hate America. So see, I don't trust any of you because that's why you're not about America first. That's why you're so consumed that you think that Netanyahu actually controls Trump. These people, and you're just probably one of them, or else you've been taken in by them, have twisted the narrative so much that they have run themselves in circles because all everyone sees is that you don't care about American citizens that have been killed by Iran and their terrorist organizations. You don't care about that. You just somehow twist it that it's Israel. Israel has never controlled America. We tell them jump and they say how high. That's literally how it is. Because otherwise, they wouldn't get any equipment from us. No military equipment, and then they would be annihilated. They would. The whole Middle East at one time in the 60s and 70s, I mean, finally Saudi Arabia, Jordan, they all were like, you know what, we're done. Like, let's just all get along, okay? But in the beginning, that whole Middle East wanted them annihilated. Like you do. So then you get Whitney Webb, you get Candace Owens, you get this whole network that Tucker, Bannon, Marjorie Taylor Greene, all of you people obsessed with Israel, obsessed with AIPAC, okay? And then throw Rand Paul and Tom Massey in there, okay? A couple of losers totally that need to be voted the hell out because they've ruined, they never stand for America first. But they've pushed that narrative. And you're all a network. And where you have all lost credibility is because true MAGA is about America first. And you, of course, spin that and say it's Israel first. No. No, it's not. You don't even consider the fact that maybe the politicians have been telling Israel, if you want us to help your cause, you better pay us. I mean, do you honestly think our politicians aren't corrupt? But no, you don't. You act like Israel controls every bad thing in the world. So you've all lost credibility and people are sick of it. Because anybody that knows about the history with Iran knows that many of our citizens have been killed because of all of the terrorist organizations that have been funded. I mean, they've literally videotaped the beheadings that they've done to American citizens and then sent it to their families. So when you carry on about Israel, and that had nothing to, these were things that had nothing to do with Israel, but I'm sure you'd spin that and make it all about Israel, because the fact is you just hate Israel. I mean, at this point, you kind of hate them more than the Nazis did, don't you think? I mean, because you never give this a rest. You so never give this a rest that you never actually think about Americans at all.